Welcome friends to the another session on C programming language. In this session, we will discuss about the file input output operations in C programming language. Handling a file is an important thing in any programming language. In this session, we will understand what is the concept of the file, how the files are created, what are the different operations that can be performed on a file, and we will also see some programming example for the creation of file by using C programming language. So as you know that you are viewing this presentation on my YouTube channel, Learn with Prakash Khanade. And as I said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So let us understand what is the concept of the file. In real life, you will find that we are always dealing with the files. When you are at your office, you will find that there are files related with the different projects. When you are at home, there also you will find that you need to maintain certain documents in separate files. Say for example, you can have a bill file at your home, which will consist of all the important bills. You can have a insurance file where all the important insurance related documents can be maintained. Similarly, you may use some other files for maintenance of the documents. So in real life, we always need to make use of the files. And for what we use the file? We use the file because we want to maintain the document so that we can make an easy access to the documents. In C programming, you will find that for any program, we need to have some input data and some output data. You will find that the data for any C program is normally stored in a memory called as a random access memory or RAM. This RAM is a volatile memory, and therefore you will find that the data which is being stored in the RAM will get lost when the program is terminated. Now this will create a problem when you are dealing with very large amount of data. You will find that most of the real life problems requires a large amount of data. And therefore, whenever you execute the program, a re-entering of the data becomes a huge task for the programmer. Therefore, we need some programming tool by which we should avoid the re-entering of the data again and again. In C programming, you will find that there is a facility of creation of file, where the file, you can say, is a kind of a container on the storage devices. And in this container, we can store the data permanently. That is, once you enter the data, then you did not to re-enter it again and again. So the data stored in the file can be accessed by the programmer at any time. And you will also find that such data can also be moved from one computer to another computer or from one device to another device. So in C, you will find that normally the two most commonly used types of the file are the text files and binary files. The text files have the extension .txt and the binary files have the extension .bin, B-I-N. Text files normally contain the data in the textual form, and the binary files contains the data that is in 0 or 1 form. Now let us see what are the different operations that can be performed in C programming language by using file. You will find that there are 6 different types of operations that can be performed by using C programming language. The first thing, or the first operation that is required by the programmer, is the creation of new file. So whenever you want to create a new file which is not in existence, then such file can be created in C programming language. If there is already an existing file, then such file can be opened and by opening it, we can read the data or we can write some new data into the file. So whenever we open a file, either a new file or existing file, then there should be a provision of writing the data. So writing the data to the file is another operation that can be performed by using C programming language. Now, if the file is already in existence, then such a file can be read, or its content can be read by using the read operation. Whenever you are dealing with the file in a program, then after opening and after performing some operation on the file, it is mandatory to close a file. So closing of a file is another operation that can be performed. Apart from this, you will find that it is possible in C programming that you can delete a file or you can rename a file. So these are the 6 different types of operations that can be performed by using C programming language. And some of these operations we are going to discuss in this session. So let us start with the first operation, and this is the creation of a new file. Now, whenever you want to work with the file in C, then you need to declare a pointer, and the type of the pointer must be a file. This declaration is very much necessary because it will achieve you the communication between the file and the program. So the declaration syntax is something like this. You have to use this keyword file, and since it is a file pointer variable, you can use any pointer name over here, and you have to put down a star, so it will indicate that this is a pointer variable. So any valid name can be given. Say for example, we have given here fptr, so file pointer, and then a semicolon. Now, to open a file, there are some standard functions available. Say for example, there is a function available fopen, and this function is defined in the header file stdio.h. If you want to open a file, then you can open it like this. So first of all, you will be mentioning the file pointer equal to fopen, then in the bracket, in the apostrophe, you first of all write the file name, whatever is the file name, then put a comma, and then in the second apostrophe, you write down the mode. Say for example, if I write a file pointer fptr is equal to fopen, in the first apostrophe, I will write the name of the file. Suppose data.txt is the name of the file. .txt will indicate this is a text file, and data is the name of the file. And we are opening the file in the mode W. So W, it will stand for write mode. So data is the name of the file, and it is a text file. And this mode W will allow us to create a new file. So whenever we use the mode W, then the file will be created. A new file will be created if it is not in existence. So you will find that the file will be created in the same location where your code is being stored. You will find that there are different file opening modes. Say for example, when you want to create a new file, then it is always better to use a mode W. But apart from W, you will find that there are different modes available in C programming language. Say for example, when you use the mode R, then it is a read mode, and only reading of the file is possible. And you will find that in this mode, the file is not created if it is not in existence. So this mode is to be used only when the file is already in existence. W, as I said earlier, it is a write mode. So only writing is possible. That is, you can write the data to the file. If the file is not there, then a new file will be created. Otherwise, if the file is already there, then the content of the old content of the file will be erased and the file will be opened as a blank file. Then there is another mode called as append mode, where we use the symbol A. This is also only a writing mode, and it will create a file if it is not in existence. If it is already there, then it will open the file and it will write into the file from the end. That is, it will not erase the old content of the file. Another mode that can be used is R plus. It means this is a reading plus writing mode. So in this mode, both reading and writing is possible. In this mode also, the file will be created if it is not in existence. And if it is already there, then the existing data will be overwritten. So if you want to modify some content of the old file, then in that case, you can use this mode. Another mode that can be used is W plus. This is also reading plus writing mode, where both reading and writing operations are possible. But in this case, you will find that the old content of the file will be erased. Another mode is A plus mode. This is reading plus appending mode. Here also the reading and writing both operations are possible. And here also the file is created if it's not in existence, and the content will be added at the end of the file. That is, the existing content will not be damaged. So you need to decide which mode is appropriate for you, and accordingly you need to write this mode while writing a C program. Now, whenever you want to write a text into the file, then you can write this text into the file by using the fprintf. You will find that this function is very similar to that of printf. When we use the printf, then the data will be displayed on the monitor screen. And when we use fprintf, then you will find that the data will be written into the file. So the general format that is being used for this function is fprintf. In the bracket, we initially mentioned the file pointer, then comma, and then the type of the data that you are using. If you are writing some, say, integer number, then in that case you can use in the double apostrophe %d, and then the variable of which the value is to be stored into the file. If you want to read the content of the file, then it can be performed either by using fscanf, or you can use also fgetS. So this is also very similar to that of scanf, where we read the data from the standard input device. In this case, the data will be read from a file. fscanf and its general format is, in the bracket we initially mentioned the file pointer, and then depending upon the type of the data that you are using, you can make the use of here control string, and then and followed by the name of the variable. So very similar syntax to that of scanf. Whenever you open a file in a program, it is mandatory to close a file, and closing of a file can be achieved by using fclose. So the syntax is very simple. You simply write down this function fclose, and in the bracket you need to mention the file pointer. If you want to move to some specific location for overwriting the data or for reading the data, then the specific location movement is also possible. And for this, you can make the use of the function fseek, or you can make the use of the function rewind. So these are the different functions that can be used whenever we want to perform the different file operations, such as writing the data to the file, or reading the data from the file, or closing of the file, or moving to specific location. Now let us see a simple C program where we will be making the use of the file. You will find that in this C program, what we have done is that we have included this input output header file, standard input output header file. This is our main function. Here we have set the file pointer, and you will find that we have opened the file. And suppose the location of our file is on the C drive, and this is our text file, and the name of the file is say data. And we are opening this file in the write mode. So we are creating a file. Now, if this file pointer value is to be null, then we want to print an error message. And therefore this if loop is being set, if condition is being set that if file pointer is equal to null, then we want to print an error. But if it is not, then in that case, we will be asking user to enter the number. And after reading the number by using scanf, we can write it into the file by using fprintf. So fprintf function is being used to write the data into the file. And finally, we close the file and we return 0 to our main function. So when you type this program by using the editor of your compiler, and when you execute this program, then you will find that the user will be asked to enter the number, and then that number will be written into the file. That is, the file will be created on your hard disk. So friends, hopefully you have understood some basic functionalities in relation with the file. As I say, there are many operations that can be performed on file. So you can try on your own to perform such operations. Thank you, friends, for viewing this presentation on my YouTube channel. Thank you all.